Alright, what is going on, guys? It has been 2 years. It's been a while, but I want to start out this video by saying I do have my very own 4-acre pond now. So the story is, it's like it was dug for the interstate that's right there. I'm sure you can see the cars passing by, which was dug about 80 years ago. I think the interstate was dug in the 40s, so they didn't dig it very deep. I think the deepest part is on that section over there, and it's at its fullest point, it's like 12 feet deep, and the rest of the pond's really like 4 to 5 feet. That area over there, that corner is like 1 foot to 2 foot deep. So, I mean, it's a bad thing it gets that shallow, or it is that shallow. It's also a good thing that there's deep water and shallow water, so the fish can really move to their desired area where they want to be. I'm sure that 2 foot deep area is going to be really good during the spawn. So the goal of this video is to really just tell y'all what are my plans for this pond. So this is, I guess, going to be episode 1 of the building a trophy bass pond. There's going to be a lot of videos that go into this pond. I really want to circle the channel around, I guess, this pond now and how to build it. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know very few things. So I guess y'all will learn with me. Or the first thing I'm gonna do is definitely get catfish in this pond. I don't know if y'all can really tell. It's got pollen in here, so you can't tell, but the water right here is about 4 foot deep, 5 foot deep. See that tree in the water there? It's a very, very clear pond. Yes, that's nice to swim in and see the fish, but they bite all right in here, but the big girls don't really want to bite. They see you, when they see you, they're gone. I've had this pond now for about a year. I'm gonna put a few pics up of the big fish we caught. My fiance caught this one. It's the biggest fish we've caught in the pond so far. It was a 5'1", and I caught the other 2. They were, I didn't have a scale, but they were close to hers. They were a little bit smaller, so I'm guessing 4.5 pounds or so. But I'm gonna fish real quick off the dock while I tell y'all about everything that I wanna do. So like I said, the first thing I wanna do is get catfish to dirty up the pond a little bit. I probably want to put about 100 in here, not too many. 100 is really not a lot for this size pond. The next thing I want to do is, we catch a bunch of small bass out here. So I've already taken out a few small bass in the 10 to 14 inch range. And I really want to start by taking more of those out to give the bigger bass, because you know, fish are only going to grow to the size of their environment. So if this pond maxed out on small bass, not going to be an opportunity for big bass to happen. Yes, there's a few big bass in here. The guy that owned this pond before us claims that he caught, I think, like a 12 or 13 out of here. Put it back, I'm not 100% sure on that. There is big bass in here, it's just, I want more big bass. I want the average right now is about a 12-inch bass. I want the average to be about a 2.5, 3 pound fish. Like, I want quality fish in here. One of the first steps, other than putting small bass in here, is we gotta get 2,000 pounds of line. The biologist said that the water is all right, but the pH levels aren't where they need to be. So that'd be the first step. The next step, I want to add forage fish in here. Like, I want to get some tilapia. I don't know if y'all seen the video, but there's a bunch of grass in this pond. They said tilapia will spawn like crazy. The bass love them, and the only thing they eat is algae. They eat 1/3 of their body weight a day in algae and grass. So I think that would be a huge help in the pond. Another thing is, I don't think there's enough brim in here, or bluegill, I don't know what y'all call them, but I don't think there's enough brim in here. Most of the brim in here are huge. Like, we've caught some like the size of our hands, but there's not the quantity of bass that's, brim that's, you know, 2 to 3 inches long. When we got here, there was only one big tree in the pond. It's a great tree, it's on the deep side. Always catch fish to that tree, but that was really the only bit of structure in the pond, other than people threw tires in here, which I think is good for the brim to spawn in. So I've already went around, cut some trees down, put them into the pond. We got 2 Christmas trees that we're going to put probably on the deep side, make a little brush pile. We're going to tie a duck decoy to the Christmas tree brush pile. That'll give a chance for ducks to come in here, to get some more life in here. And that'll as well be the marker for, so we know where the brush pile's at. So something else I want to mention is, like I said, there's a bunch of small bass in here. There's a few big bass in here. not near as many as I want. So when I want to take out probably, I think we got to take out 20 bass per acre in between 10 to 12 inches. I think it's a 4.5 acre pond, so we need to take about 90 bass out of here because it's just overstocked. Once we do that, whatever ponds, rivers, lakes I go to, if I catch a bass over 5 pounds, I'm bringing it here just to go and get the, I guess, the big bass genes going in. Another thing is, I'm about to start going to creeks and catching brim, redbreast, red ear, warmouth, you know, anything like, oh, I got one on. Got off. What was I saying? Warmouth, you know, anything like that, just to give these bass more opportunity to feed. I do want to add either shiner or shad. I don't know which one's better. Y'all put in the comments if y'all have a pond, y'all have shiner or shad in y'all's pond. I've heard pros and cons about both. So just let me know. Just let you know, I am in South Georgia, so the water temperature in the winter time, it usually don't fall below 50, but it could. I think this year was the first year we've had it fall below 50. I don't remember if it's, I think it's shad can't survive below 50 or 45 or something like that. I definitely want to get some type of forage fish in here that'll be, I guess, the key feeder fish for my bass. We do feed the brim right now from a cup of food. I do want to get an actual automatic feeder, so they'll be getting, I guess, plenty of feed a day, because obviously the higher protein feed they eat, the more they eat, the bigger they'll get, which means the more they'll spawn. That in turn means bigger bass, because that's more food for them. That's definitely the plans for the hopefully near future. I'm gonna try to upload some more. I don't have a GoPro at the moment, it broke. So I'm working on getting another one of those. That's about it. I'm just gonna fish right here some more. If I get a bite, I'll turn the camera on and I'll see the, I guess, size fish that's in here. I got one on, super far away again, so I'm just gonna let him eat it for a minute. I'm gonna go hook set. Got that one though. And this is the average size bass. This is what I'm saying. That's the average size bass in this pond. And maybe a little bit bigger than that. But I mean, that's it. I mean, they're healthy somewhat. You gotta get rid of a lot of those in order to get big ones, so that's the plan. Alright, so that's gonna conclude that. Only caught one, few little bites. Hope y'all understood what I was saying about the pond, future plans for it. Definitely gonna be bringing my A game with this pond. I really want this pond to have trophy bass in it by the time I have kids, so my kids can come out here, you know, and catch big bass anytime they want. Other than that, I want to thank y'all for watching. Sorry I've been gone so long. Hopefully I'll put like once a week, you know, something like that. So I really want to go down the Canoochee River. The water's extremely high right now, but once it gets lower, I really want to take my fiance down there, do catch and cook on the river. I think it'll be pretty fun. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if y'all aren't, and comment some suggestions with the pond. And yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time.